Alright, what's up, YouTube? I bet y'all thought I just left this in the fucking trash or something. I just gave up, was never going to come back and do it. It was going to be like Battle Network 3 Blue on hiatus for 8 fucking years or something like that. Nah, man, I'm back. It's only been like, what, 6 months? Which is still very long. Yeah, I bet y'all thought I never was doing this again, didn't you? Yet here I am. So... I always actually intended to come back to this. I just hadn't. I need to talk to you, don't I? Yeah, because you give me the program, don't you? Yeah. So there's a reason I'm playing this game again. I just no, this is gonna upset some people. I just recently finished replaying Golden Sun 1 and all of Golden Sun 2 without having recorded any of it. Don't ask why. No, actually, I'll explain. My buddy Max, he's a huge fan of the Golden Age series. He wanted to play through the whole series again, and he wanted me to play along with him, which I've done before. So I was like, yeah, sure. You know, I'll play through it again. I knew that I should have been recording it, I just didn't. Because I kind of wanted to just go through it quickly, right? I didn't want to explain anything, I just wanted to go through the game. And even then, it took a while. By the way, this is a completely new file. I do not remember what my file looked like before this. I'll explain why in a minute, I promise. So he wanted to play through Golden Sun 1 and 2, so I did that. I booted up Golden Sun 1, played through it, transferred the file over to Golden Sun 2, played through that. But then, like, about halfway through it, I'm like, yo, when we finish this, we're going to play Megaman Battle Network 3, which he has never played before. And I told him to play version blue, then that I do white, just kind of, you know, to have them both get done at the same time. So I have been playing through this version with him over the last couple days. Actually, like the last week and a half, I'd say, just because it's been hard to get anything done. Christmas has been a busy fucking week, despite the fact that no one should be going out. I don't need that other chip. I'm just going to do this. Like, y'all should be staying home. I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. But yeah, it's been really busy, so I haven't actually gotten to do a lot. He's actually ahead of me right now. He's already finished with the Flame Man sequence, and I'm still here just starting up Plant Man again. Oh shit, I forgot about this. Bullman can hit it at least. I should have kept Break Charge on. I could actually kill it. Oh god. Okay, so this should kill it, right? Yeah, this will kill it. Yeah, so Max has never actually played through this entire game before, or any of the games. He's never played through any of the Battle Network 3 games, or Battle Network games, and I just sort of convinced him to do it. He's been getting kind of fucked up by some bosses, but he's been pretty good at it, actually. He's managed to knock out a few on his first try, which has been honestly pretty impressive, because the first time I ever played through this game, I definitely did not do that. Alright, I gotta go get the key. But yeah, he is ahead of me. I'm gonna catch up to him probably today, or not today. I'm only gonna do the Plant Man sequence tonight, and then it's Christmas Eve, by the way. I'm recording this on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to all who are currently watching this. All like 10 of you. This is your Christmas gift. Don't ever ask me for anything else again. Man, there's been a lot of shit I wanted to talk about too, and I just like haven't bothered. Oh, I should have gone back and rebought those chips. Whatever. I don't care about any of these chips. I'm never using them. This is Gut Straight. Oh, isn't there a spin over here? Like, I know there's the NPC that gives you one of the spin color things, but I could have sworn there was one here too. No, not like that. I'm gonna do this. So yeah, this I actually started up a whole new file so that my file could be fresh and we could play through at the same rate. I wasn't like just wait for me or get to where I was and then we'll play at the same time. I was like, no, I'll just, I'll just make a new file, whatever. And I decided that was going to be the chance for me to get back here and start recording again. I didn't record any of the new stuff. I don't remember what my old folder looked like. I feel like it probably looked something like this, though. There's no point in area grabbing him. Oh, there's a point in area grabbing him. Haha, turn him around. I do remember that I had custom before, but I want to say I had aqua custom? I don't even remember. It's been a bit since I played. Let's just save. I also don't remember where any of these things are anymore. It's been a... It's a virus. Yeah, we're not doing that. So yeah. It's been... I don't know. It's been a weird year. One of these has chips under it, right? Do I think I just do this. Alright, well, this will kill in case this doesn't work. I still have a backup plan to kill him. Ah, it didn't work. Shit. Alright, now it worked. I'm just doing this because I actually do need the, I do need the chips. I do not have a lot of fire chips. So the year's been kind of shitty. That's only one, really? Whatever, I'll just take it. The year's been kind of shitty for gaming in general, I feel like. Not a lot of good stuff has come out, and that's kind of understandable because, like, obviously, the good stuff that we would get, a lot of it's gotten kind of canceled. Just due to COVID and all that stuff. But, hey, at least Cyberpunk 2077 finally came out, right, guys? Oh my god, that game's a fiasco. I actually, so I actually really want to talk about that. So there's a lot of shit that's happened with that game. Obviously, it came out, and right away it was a buggy fucking mess on, quote-unquote old-gen consoles since the PS5 and the Xbox One X, Series X, Edition X, Version X has finally come out. I don't remember which way is the right way to go. I do know I need this, though. So yeah, so that came out. It was just a fucking mess on... No, we're not doing that fight at all. God, no. On the old-gen consoles. And there was a lot that people were upset about. Not just the fact that it didn't work. Not just the fact that it was sent out, like, as a buggy mess. But the fact that, they didn't allow for, like, any... Wait, there's... I think it's this one, right? I'm just gonna save again. Because it's so fast. They didn't allow anyone to review... Wait, oh, that's folder edit. What am I doing? They didn't allow any early access to review the game on old consoles. They only showed it off on, PC and newer gen consoles. They never showed any information about how it would run on older consoles or anything like that. And it just kind of came as a surprise, obviously, to anyone who had the Xbox One or the PS4. They bought the game and it just... Absolute mess. Yep. I didn't actually need to get that one, apparently. Which is scummy in its own right, honestly. And then, there was a lot of other things, like, CD Projekt Red promised, there'd be no... Ooh. I want something. I need him to come this way. Okay. Please give me Fire Sword. God damn it. I need a Fire Sword P so I can get the Ice Stage asterisk. CD Projekt Red, promised that there'd be no crunch on their games, and then there was crunch. They promised there would be no microtransactions. So it's like, well, just there's some level of microtransactions, but not the level that you were thinking of and things like that. But I think one of the interesting things to come out of this, and this is actually the thing I want to talk about, is there's the idea floating around of a class action lawsuit, not on I forgot the word. I'm blanking here. Essentially not for the consumers, not the gamers who actually bought the game, but rather for stockholders. Shareholders of CD Projekt Red who were upset that, the game released and was so bad, and they seemingly knew it ran that badly. That's why they didn't show it off or anything like that. And it tanked the stock price, obviously. And so, they're upset, obviously, at loss of money for that. Which is understandable, honestly. Like, actually, honestly. Oh, that didn't kill? Okay. Like, the stock price for CD Projekt Red dropped, I want to say, like, 30% or something like that, with the release of Cyberpunk, and that's a massive loss of money to a lot of investors. But the thing I actually want to talk about is this idea of essentially a company getting just so much blowback for releasing a game that is like this, that is buggy and bad on release and stuff like that. Because there's been all the other stuff. There's been the PlayStation Network just pulled it from the store and is just offering straight refunds to everyone. The game has essentially been recalled. I'm just gonna do a couple more and see. This one I honestly don't remember where anything is hidden underneath it. Microsoft is doing the same thing now. I know that because one of my... I'm just gonna skip this fight and just grab the 2 chips right here. One of my coworkers is actually bought the game on Xbox One on release, and then obviously it was a buggy fucking mess, so he wanted a refund and he got it. But there's never really been this level of response to a game being released that was this bad. Like, there was, there's been a lot of games that have been bad like this. There was obviously No Man's Sky a while back, which was again just a buggy mess. There's basically anything that gets released by Ubisoft. Just, y'all remember when Assassin's Creed was loading it? Oh my god, speaking of buggy mess. That's actually been happening a lot on the Wii U. I don't know why. I think my Wii U's getting kind of messed up. Yes, more sub-chips. Just what I wanted. But yeah, so a lot of games get released like that. They have these major issues and stuff like that, and then it's sort of like release now, for that holiday money, and then patch it later so that it works, which is just an unbelievably shitty way to run a business. Oh, I fucked that up. God damn it! Now I have to sit here for the whole fight. So there's never really been. Oh, why did I just walk into that? Any form of major repercussions for these companies. People still buy their games. No one stopped buying Activision games just because Call of Duty didn't work on PCs like ever. There's just nothing. They get away with it nonstop, basically. And I honestly feel like, as insane as this sounds, it's really good that this company's being sued. Because this is, like,
buying a game and it literally not working, like, is the ultimate form of false advertisement. Like, you spent, you know, all this time leading up to the game's release being like, here's all the things you can do, and then the game just doesn't work. You can't do any of that. And it's insane to me that we've just sort of allowed this to happen. So anyone who follows or still follows As an Eyes White Dragon, Slaydra, I guess is I think what he actually goes by now, would know that he is a huge fan of Halo and the Halo series, as is my buddy Sean, aka Q. You may have seen him on my channel, or on my, actually probably not on my channel, but probably on like a stream with him every now and then. Huge fans of the Halo series. When Halo the Master Chief Collection got announced, they both bought Xbox Ones. That is literally the reason that both Sean and Dee Dee bought Xbox Ones. They wanted to play Halo the Master Chief Collection. They love Halo 2. They love Halo 3. That one was completely worthless. I'm just going to skip that. And literally both of them, like, basically when the game was announced, decided they were going to buy Xbox One so that they could play these games. Dee Dee bought one a little early. I think Sean bought one literally this, like, with the release of the Master Chief Collection. And do I even need to do this? I don't even remember. I feel like I do. I feel like there's a second gate, isn't there? No, I'm dumb. They bought, you know, they bought the Master Chief Collection. They bought Xbox One specifically for that. The games didn't work. If you've never interacted with the Master Chief Collection, to put it lightly, would be to say that the games were a failure at launch. Multiplayer literally could not be accessed. It was not possible. And this wasn't like some small, like, it was affecting, you know, 1 or 2% of people. This was like literally the vast majority, like 80 to 90% of people trying to play the game could not play multiplayer. But there was also a huge number of people who couldn't even access single player, like the campaign storyline, because the campaign was also online, and all online features did not work. The game was beyond a mess. It was beyond bad. It was like, it was inconceivable that they would release this much of a mess of a game. And at the time, I legitimately believed that a class action lawsuit should be filed against 343 Studios, because they advertised the game, right? Like, they, you know, play all of the old, I don't need the recovery. It's this one, right? Play all of the old Halos, play online again, you know, Halo 2 online for the first time since forever ago. Like, every bit of advertising they did for the game was a reason someone would put money towards that game. And then the game released, and then you couldn't do any of those things. The fact that that is not somehow illegal is insane to me. And I feel like it should be. I feel like someone should just do it. Bite the bullet, you know, put them under the gun, sue somebody. I really do feel like that should happen. It's fucked up to say, and it's even more fucked up when you consider that 343 really did all they could to make the game work after that. Like, they really did. But someone needs to be held accountable for this. And there is some level of precedent for it. A lot of people might not know this or might not remember this. Sony lost a class action lawsuit a while back involving the PlayStation Vita. Now, the reason most people won't know about this is because, let's be honest, who fucking knows anything about the PlayStation Vita? For those who don't remember, they released 2 different versions of the PlayStation Vita when it first released. I believe it was $3.99 for the base version, like the regular Vita. But then there was I want to say it was $4.99. It might have been $100, you know, cheaper per console. I don't remember. Actually, I do think that was. I think it was $2.99.99 and $3.99.99. But either way, the more expensive version was a version that was supposed to have mobile internet. You could get a contract with, I believe it was AT&T. Actually, yes, I'm certain it was AT&T. You could get a contract with AT&T to essentially have mobile internet the same way you would have on like a smartphone, and be able to access, you know, all the internet features that a Vita had. So that happened. The consoles came out. That existed. Couple things. One, the online service or the mobile service that you had for the Vita was 3G after 4G had already come out. And two, or second, I don't remember how I started that statement. I'm sorry. The AT&T essentially dropped the service, or Sony discontinued it. I don't know exactly what caused it, but the service stopped existing very quickly into the Vita's lifespan. Like, I'm talking like a matter of months. A few months after release, you could not use the online server, or you could not use the mobile functionality of the more expensive PlayStation Vita. It just wasn't being supported anymore by either, like I said, either AT&T or Sony. I don't remember who it was. And Sony got sued for this. And the reason Sony got sued for this is because essentially they told people spend $100 more to get this other console with this feature that doesn't exist. Like, it just stopped existing almost immediately. One of these has like 3 chips in it. I'm going to wait. Save the game. And they lost. They lost that class action lawsuit. They had to pay out a bunch of money to anyone who owned a Vita. Maybe I'm wrong. Might be wrong. That's a virus. No, I don't want to fight either of these things. Yeah, anyone... I want to say it was actually anyone who bought either PlayStation Vita. Oh, it's only 1? I could have sworn it was 3. But at the very least, I know for certain it was anyone who bought the, you know, more expensive PlayStation Vita with the mobile functionality. And that's how it should be. But the difference is, like, that was a product that they sold with a functionality that had a direct correlation to its cost. That also just... Oh, I had the program advance. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't have actually killed the Viney. And it's hard to sort of, you know... It's much harder to prove that, you know... If people had known that Cyberpunk didn't work on, you know, PS4 and Xbox One, that they wouldn't have bought it. Or if it ran incredibly poorly or things like that, that they wouldn't have bought it anyways. But I honestly think someone should at least try. Like, it's... I don't know. It's legitimately upsetting to me how many of these games get released that are just fucking unplayable. Let's see if I don't fuck this up. I fucked it up. I forgot he always does that. Oh, I'm so bad. I deserved getting hit by that. No. I'll take the hit. Oh, that's right. You asshole. Whatever, now I can actually hit him. Are you just not going to do any of your shield attacks? Oh, there it is. I actually just think I'm going to do this. What? Did you not get your shield in? I'll eat the hit again. Am I this out of date with the Plant Man version 1 fight? It has been a while since I did it the regular time. But yeah, it's disturbing how many of these companies just sort of get away with releasing these unbelievably broken games. And then the other thing that gets me is how many people fucking defend them, because so many people decided 6 years ago, 8 years ago, however long ago this game was announced, that this is the best game of all time. And trust me, these people still exist. They're still doing it. Fucking Elden Ring, a game that was announced with nothing other than the guys who made Dark Souls and George R.R. Martin are making a game together. And that's it. There's nothing else about that game that exists. They've all decided that that game is going to be one of the greatest games of all time. 8 years ago, I think it was 8 years ago, people decided CD Projekt Red, makers of Witcher 3, best hidden gem game of all time, must also be making the greatest cyberpunk game of all time. So they will defend it to the death. And I've seen so many bad takes about why this isn't a problem. But the one that gets me is the one that I've not only seen multiple times online, but the one that was quoted to me directly. Someone on Discord used the... Oh, let's do this one. It's so easy. Used the argument that, you know, other games, including The Witcher, that CD Projekt Red made, but so many other games have come out and been buggy messes and awful right at release, and then they fixed them. So people shouldn't complain. And I just responded with, things were shit before, so you should be okay with things being shit now, is the most boomer take of all time. Like, I'm getting old, man. I am in my 30s. I ain't getting a day younger any day, okay? But I am glad that I am not that old. The defending a corporation for releasing a mess, like, that is old. I don't know how old this person was talking to me, but he is definitely at least 60 years old. Like, and the thing that gets me is I know for a fact he lives in Poland, where CD Projekt Red is based, and I'm like, damn, dude, maybe you just work for the company? It's not any more defensible that you would make that statement at that point. But at least I'd know why you made it. What a fucking terrible statement to make. Wait. Oh, right, I'm supposed to talk to the old... Fuck, I don't remember who the... Does anyone remember where the guy who gives you the toy is? Fuck, I have to go back to Yoka. If you remember where he is, type it into the comments so I can read it while I'm also doing this. Yeah, man, CD Projekt Red, just, I don't know. And you know what really gets me too is... Oh my god. Oh! Nope, I just went to the wrong place. He's on the slide, not the fucking jungle gym. God damn it. The thing that gets me too is that statement too that, like, all the games always get released with bugs and stuff like that. Again, one of the same arguments that Boomer asked, what's his name, and made, as well as a bunch of people online that I've seen. That's a really dumb argument because, like, yeah, glitches... What am I doing wrong? Someone explain it to me. Where the fuck is this guy's... Oh my god, it is... Yeah. I need to find the dude in the white lab coat. That's right, god damn it. So yes, it's very hard to iron out every bug and every glitch that exists in a game. It's extraordinarily unlikely that a game will ever be released without some sort of glitch. Okay. Oh, that's right. He's in Mamoru's room. I remember now. I remember because that's weird, because he never disappears from there. He's just always in Mamoru's room from that point on. That's not the right place to go. But, yeah, so the idea that, you know, all games released with glitches, so therefore this is fine. That's not how it fucking works. Because, think about, and I'll use huge games too. Like, think about Breath of the Wild, a huge open-ended RPG type game. That game does have glitches. Occasionally an enemy will spawn in the T-pose. That is a thing that happens. I've never run into it myself, but I do know it does happen. And then there's like the infinite jump glitch, where you start a minigame, and then you leave the area that the minigame is in and go really far away, and then you find horses, and then I think it's you tame a horse during the minigame, and then just as, like, literally the frame that the game is ending, you jump off the horse, and when the game ends and it warps you back to the NPC who started the game doesn't really know what your position is supposed to be, on a horse or off the horse, so it treats you as on the horse and off the horse at the same time. It's really weird. It's a funky looking glitch if you ever want to look it up. It's actually really cool. But that's a glitch that's like, that comes from essentially a scenario that, you know, most people weren't, like, most of the testers probably never even thought about. And it's so obscure and so unlikely. I just put a giant carry-on feeding bird into my pocket. It's so unlikely that you would ever run into it. That I'm almost certain the only reason it was found is because glitch hunters were specifically looking for glitches. That is not what happened with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk released and shit did not work. Like, textures weren't loading. Like, the physics were glitching out. Just everything was shit. Oh, also, if your save file got too big, it would corrupt and just self-delete itself. So that was cool. I don't even know how that one got out. Like, how do you not, when you are play testing the game, how do you not get a save file that's above 8 megabytes, honestly? Like, I know that's big, but it's not, like, super big for a save file, honestly. It's really not. It's very easy to hit something like that. Yeah, I don't know. That game's a fucking mess. This whole situation's bad. I hope they get sued. Honestly, I really do. And it didn't affect me at all. I didn't buy the game. I was never going to buy the game. I could not give a shit less about that game. For the entire time that it has existed, you know, before it was actually released, I did not know a single goddamn thing about that game other than the fact that Keanu Reeves was in it. And I'd seen multiple press releases that involved it. I'd seen multiple press conferences that had it. I'd seen E3 presentations that had it. I had no fucking idea what the game was about. And that alone was enough to be like, yeah, I'm never touching this shit. Because if you're not even going to show me what your game is about, clearly it's not worth playing. Anyway, the real Cyberpunk future is NetNavis, obviously. That's going to be it for this part. I'll do all the Flame Man stuff in the next part. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.